I knew God, but I didn't know him. So I was raised in like different areas. I mean, obviously, like there was English people, so I was young and obviously I'm not believing. I'm like, nah, like, is a God real? Like, why are these lot all okay and I'm here? Like, obviously, in my head as well, everyone's saying, oh, come, like I'm in this country, but to me, people say this country is like it is good in it if you've put your mind towards basically if you brought your child from a different country to this country, he's an investment and obviously you take your time with that investment. So obviously if you take your eye off him for 1 minute, like not even listen to him about what's going on in school or about what these people are doing, like, you can't just tell someone, oh, like, don't stay around this person or don't be around this person. Or
so basically parents are just raising kids for the sake of raising them. They don't have time to speak to them.
Like they don't have
even
time.
If they tell you don't walk with this guy, they're not explaining well.
Yeah, like you could tell someone, oh, because like you know when they say, oh, these white people, that don't make sense because I live around them and
we're in their country,
you know what I mean,
also.
like, and I have to adapt around that, and obviously because even my friend was telling me as well, like there's two different sides to me now, innit? Because before I was just, I don't know, I was just being as a black person, innit? But I wasn't thinking about the people around me, which you should. I mean, a lot of people don't do that. And obviously, I don't know, I'm different, innit? Because obviously what I've been through, innit?
Yeah, that's fine.
But I would say as a mother, or I don't know, as a dad, innit? Obviously, just pay attention to what's going on with that. Literally, like, they could have the best clothes and all of this, but like, that's why even sometimes you even see kids with like good clothes and that. They just do what they do, innit? Like, I don't know, like, they just do what they do because they can. And obviously they're around people that will do it. Like, there's no stopping it. Like, it's normal now, innit? Like, I don't know, there is stopping it, but I don't know, like, taking drugs is different, innit?
It's become like it's a new lifestyle.
Yeah, like it's normal.
It's new norm, yeah.
Like no one can stay sober, like.
Yeah, it's become like these are new norms, and that's what we're trying to bring the awareness, because we don't want those who are behind you to adapt that lifestyle. You know, there's a better way of making money. You know, there's a better way of living, because as I say, it kills your brain cells. It mentally, life is about mental health. Even if you had all the wealth and your mental health is not well, what's the point of life? So the devil knows, the enemy knows that the only thing I can do is take their mind. Once I have the mind, I got them. Because I got them. You could be crippled, you might not have the legs, but if you have your mind, you are good. You could have no hands, you're handicapped, but we've got your mind right, you are good to go. So the enemy knows, I'm gonna trap all these young people because they got the strength, they have the ability. I'm gonna put them in one box and I'm gonna keep them, giving them drugs, alcohol, all those things. And every time you're in drugs or in alcohol, you never make sober decision, you never make good decision. So it does not bring anything good. We might not eliminate drugs for good. No, that's impossible. That's impossible, but we can prevent. We are helping a lot. I might not help the whole world, but we can help the few that God has allowed us to help. We can help those young people who are ready to accept. I remember one time you told me you don't like what you're doing, you don't like your life, you don't like, those taking those things, and you're in your journey of recovery.
It's true. I don't like. I've never liked it, but obviously, yes, it's a drug, innit? Your body wants it. I mean, after, like, if you smoke a spliff, like, you're gonna want it.
But you can also make your body adapt on something else.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I know what you're saying. But everyone's different, innit? Obviously. Because but I can feel it, innit? Because the more I try it, like the same way I got weak from the beginning, the same way I can get like stronger slowly and slowly. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, because obviously, like, I keep saying, oh, I'm gonna stop it, and I go back.
You keep relapsing.
Then I wake up, and I'm like, oh. I don't like it, man. Like,
and that's the worst feeling when you say you stop and then you go back. Yeah. You feel it's the worst feeling. Yes, I understand. So I think it's possible, it's doable, and we can all come out. If I came out, always tell people, if I came out, anybody can come out of it. There are people who have been in worse scenarios, bad situation, but today they came out. But the only way is God. God is only your source of strength. Because one thing you need to understand, that all this, we're all looking for greater power. Like, let's say now you're angry. What do you run for? You run for a spliff. Because that's your source of strength. That's your painkiller.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, that's what I'm saying. Like, before it, because obviously everyone says it, because that's how you start in it. You smoke because you're gonna get rid of every stress. You drink because you're gonna get rid of every stress. But that's how everyone literally starts. But that source that you're using does not become the source anymore. Your source is up here, like in your brain, innit? Like your mind, basically, and then that basically gets weakened. People say, oh, you get weakened, and then you go homeless, you fall off. But people that are in jail right now, going in and out, they've been weakened, man, because they could have been powerful people. For them to control certain things they did, and to, like, I mean, like, obviously, I'm basically saying that everyone's needed, innit? Like, everyone's needed it, but it's obviously the mind's getting clouded by everything. Yes. And like, imagine a strong person I'm saying that a guy that can talk to people, a guy that can conversate with everyone and get them to do certain things, or like put them together. Like, he can get weakened in the sense where he's not doing certain things that he should be doing as the person he is. He is, yes. You know what I mean? Like, it weakens him as the person he is. It makes him do like being angry and being violent constantly. That's getting weakened, because that don't make you a bigger man. That don't make you a better person. Like, even because God even says that eye for an eye. They don't ask you to go around being as bold, like trying to look for trouble, or trying to do things. Obviously, if you're, I don't know, because everyone's just different. Yeah, everyone's different. And I like what you're saying, because so all these things, what they do, they don't even make you a better person. They weaken you. It weakens you. Like you keep sinning, and the sinning keeps getting stronger, and then you start wanting to do it more, and the more you're into it, especially the more you're into it, the more it's just gonna get a hold of you, because now you're up here, like, now you've got ego, pride, so you don't even want to come down off that chair, like, you don't want to come off that seat, so you're more egoistic, and you're doing things that just getting you into a lot of hassle. Maybe there's a young guy is watching and they've never touched it, they've never done it. What would you tell them? I'll say it's not fun, and I don't know how I'm gonna say it's fun, but I'm gonna say, like, alright, if you get into that situation where you've taken it and you've done it, or even if you're not gonna do it, if you're gonna go do it, like, look after yourself, like, I mean, like, don't, like, you are basically, do what you need to do in life, and be a better person. Because like, drugs is not gonna help. Like, taking drugs ain't gonna help. It don't make you any cooler. It don't make you any better. It don't make you better than that person there. Like, that person not better than you because he smokes weed. Yeah. Especially at young age, people get that peer pressure where you wanna smoke because everyone else is smoking, and they wanna be around people and just, like, and have a name. Yeah, like, have a name, social life, like, you know what I mean? But
So you can still have a life even without drugs. You can still live without drugs.
You can live, like me, my experience, the best people I've seen is the, like, I know people that do it, that sell the drug there, but they've never smoked weed, they've never drank, they've never done nothing, but they just live like a clean life. Yeah. You know what I mean? So when people think, oh, cause they watch the media and they see, oh, people smoking weed and doing all that, they think that it's normal, but in the reality, the people that are doing it, they drink water, they eat good food, they don't even they don't live that lifestyle. Yeah. They look after their health. Because another thing is, I'm not saying it to that, to build that, the crime rate or whatever, like, I'm just saying it in that logics, yeah. So, if you're basically doing what you're doing, or like, in that lifestyle, or like, and if you're in that lifestyle, and you're basically gonna start smoking, drinking, and that, you better have it. Like, it's gotta be like, don't do it for like just for the fun of it, like just for other people's sake, or like
to try and fit in.
Yeah, like don't do it for that.
You can still be clean and live your life and be happy and still have social life.
Because you have more respect for the person that
doesn't smoke,
that stands his own ground and doesn't not sheep and you don't follow people and that. Because the logic, even the people that smoke don't make sense because you're in this lifestyle. Like I even thought about it, like it don't make sense because you're in this lifestyle. You're smoking, police chase you. No, you're getting caught. Your health is low. Like I mean, like, as you get older, even at young, like people's health goes.
And then you get once you're caught with a police case.
Yeah, you got cases and then.
And then the more you smoke, the more you wanna do other things. You wanna steal. You steal to get drugs, right? People do those things.
Because obviously I started when I was like not young, but like I started when I was like 15. I was young, and it's like I didn't even know what weed was literally. Like I didn't know what. Like I didn't know how. Obviously, like people teach you in school, but in your head you don't even care about it because you just like I'm not gonna do it. But as soon as you start, your mind changes because now you want the weed, so it's like you're not even trying to think about what you're being taught in school about, like what happens to your body and all that. So you just keep smoking basically, like, and you just keep smoking.
It becomes a habit.
Yeah, basically becomes a habit, and that's why I even say like if your kid smokes and drinks, don't push him away. Because if you push him away, you're just gonna leave him in the enemy's hands, basically, as you would say.
Yes, I like that. Yeah.
So it's like he'll just leave them there, and then they're just getting.
They should try and help them.
Yeah, like you might not be able to be like, oh, help them and stop them drinking that straight away. But just slowly, just show them what life really is. Like life's not obviously we need money to live. Everyone knows this, but there's other feelings in life that I don't know. It could bring someone up to be more like. More of his own man, basically.
Because I've seen people who are into drugs. There are people who had degrees, they did well in school, they had A's, B's, but now they're just not even working. They don't care about life, and they feel like. And the weird part about all these things, I'm speaking our experience as well, is when someone talks to you, you feel like my life is good. What's bothering you? Like you feel you're in a good place. You feel comfortable. You feel like you guys. I don't know what you can see, but me. I'm comfortable. I'm okay where I am. I can eat, I can drink, I'm smoking. So you feel like other people, like, you don't even know life. You don't know what you're talking about. So that's the worst part. Because once someone hasn't accepted they have a problem, it's difficult to change them. But if the youth can know, oh my God, this thing is really actually decreasing us, depreciating our life. Because as you said, the dealers, they don't even smoke it. Look how most of them, look how smart they are.
No, they are. They're not like I was surprised enough actually because obviously, like I said, I started young. Like, I don't even think I was even street smart. I don't even think I even knew what the street was. Obviously, I've seen it like I mean at the lowest in it. So it's like when I've seen it, it's like like, so everything I see when I was growing up was a whole myth, basically. Like, it was all just a myth. Like, even when you watch it on, even to this day, even when you watch it on TV, like, you see all these rappers talking about, taking that like codeine and drinking it.
Yeah.
But that's just, this is like the same thing you just said. It's weakening them as a person. Like it's literally just weakening them, like, to a sense where they don't have, like, because like I said, depression basically makes you feel like you ain't got a life.
Yeah.
And drugs like alcohol, codeine, all these stuff mixed together is just making you more and more depressed. And you think money's buying it all. Like, obviously people say money buys it all, gives you everything. But
so the main aim of all this lifestyle is money. Everybody's after money, chasing money.
Yeah, no one wants to live like wanting every day, and and obviously, like.
But the thing is, you might find that most of these people, they get the money, maybe they're working, but then the end of the month, all the money goes back to alcohol, drugs, all these things. So you're not progressing, we are not moving forward, because you're like just 10 steps forward, 20 steps back. So you're not like moving forward, because you're working hard, but then what for? To make those people who are not even smoking it richer. Then like, we know what we're gonna do. We're not gonna smoke this thing, because they're gonna take all our money. And you find people are doing great things with drug money because they don't want to smoke it. They don't want to mess their mind.
One thing is as well, the ones that actually are, those are the ones that they're normal around that sort of stuff. They're normal around people smoking weed, and they're used to that. I mean, so those are the ones that are like, they don't really have that subconscious thought constantly playing in their mind. They're just like, oh, I'm chilling. They'll go home, they'll eat. Like, obviously, I'm not saying like, oh, like, your son shouldn't smoke in front of you or nothing. Like, but even if you know he's smoking, make sure he's eating. Yeah. Because you got to remember, the brain needs food in it. And if he's smoking and then he's come home and he's very high, and then you're just arguing with him. It's just building that. It's building like a tension between you two, like to a point that you can't even talk to each other properly. Like he's trying to explain himself, and I mean, like, because they say, "Oh, respect your mom," and that, you should always doing it. Yeah. But obviously, sometimes I don't know. I think like as the son in it, he's obviously, for him to do it, he's obviously seen it or he's gone through it with someone. Like,
yes. So as out there, so this thing is real, and even girls are doing it. Before, it used to be like, oh, only men, mostly anyway. But nowadays, even young girls are out there doing it. Everybody, it becomes like our youth. That's where they're in. Everybody's in that boat.
Cause it's all fun in it, cause life,
it's fun. It looks fun and it sounds fun.
I know, cause.
But the thing is, we are losing our generation. We feel like, oh my God, where's our tomorrow leaders? Where's our tomorrow? Because you need to understand, those who are ahead of us, they will pass on. They have to leave the space for the young people. Yeah. But who are we leaving the space to? If every youth, they messed up their way, their life. Yeah? And how can you lead? Maybe you're meant to lead in a great place, in a good place, but how can someone lead if their mental state is not right? So we feel like our youth, I know sometimes you feel like, no, you're lying, we are still sober, we are okay. But you see, when you're blind, you can't see. So those who can see clearer, or those who are at the top, they can see better.
But those are the ones that have been there. That's what I was trying to say. They've been there, they've seen it, like, that they're getting that basically they got someone they've got a good idol, or like, because even though there's to them, they're selling drugs, they're giving this to people, but to them, they're like, who's gonna feed me? Like,
exactly, they're thinking about themselves. Yeah, literally. So is they in business? So they're basically in business.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, they're basically in business. They don't care about you.
No, it's just like commanding it. Like, like basically, if someone wants it, they're gonna supply it. Like, if it's needed, it's gonna be given, because people are gonna do it anyway. And
But the major thing is here, we're trying to tell, there will be people who will do it because they're not going to listen, but we're trying to tell those who are going to listen, like, look, it does mess up. At the beginning, you go through where you're like, yeah, this is fun. You got all your friends. And then you realize, oh no, this is messing me up. Everybody start getting married. Everybody's going their way. And you're like, hold on. I thought we had this for life. And you're like, oh, okay. And then there's a time you get drunk, you think, oh, we're gonna do all this all night. Everybody start going home, you're like, oh, I thought we were going to do this for life. And then you're like,
that's what I'm saying, like, those are the people that know won't stay there, they'll go. Yeah. They know. Like, this is just, it's not gonna be like that. But the people that don't know is the ones that, like I keep saying, they're getting pushed away by the people that should be bringing them closer.
Like, yes.
Because they don't feel like they've got that surrounding where like people should just be free to express themselves no matter how they do it. Like.
And that's this awareness is here, to be able to be close to those people, to speak to them, to love them, to embrace them. Because Real Talk Show has been through it all. We've been through it. There's nothing that I don't know. There's nothing that we have not seen it. And that's why we are here to say, you know what, young people, come on, let's go to church. Are you drunk? Let's go. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. So there are people who are looking for love. There are people who've been through so much. They've been through rejection.
Rejection is the worst one.
Rejection is the worst
because the rejection is what they want to fit in constantly. Yes, and that's what makes them the sheep now. Yeah, and then the ones that know it all, they're looking at them and just like they're using them as a puppet. Like they're pushing them this way or that. Yeah. So not just mentally, like not even physically, like mentally. Like they know their weak points and they know their strengths.
So parents, try not to reject your children. There's so many ways parents reject kids and they don't know and they're not aware. So try not to reject your children. Try to embrace them. Try to bring them closer. And that's what this Real Talk Show is here, to open your eyes. You know, there are parents who there's a way they can speak and you hurt your kids, but you're not aware. But to you feel like, yeah, I'm older, I'm the big person. No, we live in a generation where kids need love. Kids don't need to be showed love. They want to hear, I love you, and show them love as well. So thank you so much for speaking up, for talking. And I know things will get better, And I've realized, all these people, the people who shop or who sell drugs, they're a bit younger people. So these older people are using the young people.
Yeah, basically that.
On the street. They'll never go on the street.
Sometimes it's like the brother.
Yeah.
Like, I'm saying, it's who you are, basically. Like, literally, like, it could be your older brother. Like,
who is introducing you?
Yeah, he's introducing you. It could be your uncle. Yeah. That's introduced you. And those are the ones that sit in that circle. And obviously, if you're street as they say, obviously that's how you I don't want to teach.
So there are people who have just decided, this is how I'm going to make money. This is my lifestyle.
Now they've obviously gone through something.
That's what they decided to sell.
Because anger is a weakness as well. That's one thing people understand. Anger is a big weakness. If you can get angry to a point where you let yourself loose, you don't even care about your surroundings, and you end up in jail, then you're weak as a person because you're not looking out there. You know what I mean? But there's people out there that don't do them. Like, I mean, it's just it weakens you as a person, no matter where you are. Like, as a person, like.
Yes.
Everything just weakens. Like, your whole surround, like, because everyone's got like a defensive mechanism. Like, someone could say something about you and you're just like, yeah, alright, calm. But if you ain't got like that family around your people that you're feeling rejected, you start thinking you're that person that everyone keeps saying. But as you get older, you're like, oh,